Hey everyone, Marcin Wesel here. Welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to install, run, and embed your own Chat AI widget that you can see right now on the page. So here to the right bottom, you can see small chat that you can expand and you can start a conversation. So I will show you in a moment how it works. It's built on Laravel in the backend, and on the front end it's ReactJS. So as you can see here, it was built based on Laravel ReactJS starter pack. So there is already login in, registration, and all the basic templates provided by Laravel. So it's already here onboarded in the project. So I only added a additional component. So as you can see, we can pick from different providers. Here we have Azure OpenAI, OpenAI API, and Claude. So OpenAI, you all know from providing ChatGPT application. There is also Azure OpenAI. So Azure is a Microsoft platform. Same models, I guess, kind of similar responses you can get from both Azure and OpenAI API. But Azure also provides the enterprise-grade security and stability, SLA, so everything you can imagine. It's all there, like all access management, monitoring, login. And it's all maintained from the Azure platform. So I think most of the big brands will be pleased by just simply switching to Azure OpenAI because they have more control over the responses generated by this LLM service. And of course, we have Claude, so Claude Anthropic. Especially recently, it's very hot due to Claude Code and capabilities of generating code from this tool. So it's really impressive, and I really recommend you to check it out if you haven't already. But nevertheless, going back to our chat widget, we have also here a history. So by just clicking on off, you can turn on or off the history of messages. So as you can see right now, let's see some short demonstration, and I will tell you what I'm most proud of at the moment. So let's maybe pick Claude as our first choice, and let's ask it, "Hi there. Hello, how are you doing?" Perfect. Let's ask him, "What LLM model are you?" Yeah, and as you can see here, the whole message is generated word by word, received like package by package, received by our backend from API directly. So there is a streaming of responses that is put directly to the front end. So you can simulate the same behavior as ChatGPT, Copilot, or Gemini is already providing for the users. Now, you don't have a history. So we only send one message. Whenever a user is posting some message, it's only in context of one message. So I said, "Hi there, what LLM model are you?" And maybe write short poem about a horse. And when I ask it, let's say, "What animal was in your last poem?" Yeah, I haven't written any poems in our conversation yet, exactly, because it does not know what was the previous message already. But if you will include it, a history, now you can already see that we have 8 messages in the context. So I can ask it one more time. And now, can you see? Now we have 9 messages. Yes, now I can see the animal last poem was a horse. Okay, perfect. So let's now switch to OpenAI and let's ask it, "Okay, what LLM model are you?" OpenAI also works with those contexts of many messages and the whole history. But for the sake of this question, let's turn off the history and let's click and see what LLM model are you. Okay, you're talking to ChatGPT based on OpenAI GPT-4 architecture. Want to know more? No, it's okay. It's okay. So now you get the idea. So you have the expandable. You can minimize it or expand it. You can delete the whole history of messages. You can pick a provider, and you can just type questions and get the answer from API. So this is basically it. Let's now go to GitHub page and let's see how to install it in your software. So first of all, you can see some README with some basic description, configuration, and here is the usage example. So how to actually embed on your front-end pages, how to embed the chat component. So this is the only thing you need to embed. So first import chat component, and after you have this chat component imported, you can simply put it somewhere on the page and the chat will be attached to the web page. But of course, the whole magic happens also on the backend side. So let's first get the code. I assume you know Git and you use Git, but if you don't, you can always use the download zip from GitHub. And if you download the zip, it's already unpacked, but normally it's downloaded as a zip file. So it's an archive. Now it's unpacked by Safari automatically. But nevertheless, you can just change the name. Like, for example, React Live Demo. And I'm using Laravel Herd. I don't know if you know Laravel Herd. If not, I strongly recommend you to check it out and to install it, because in my personal opinion, it's the best local environment for development, for testing websites, for creating new websites. It's pretty quick and you can get most of configuration and updates from the clickable panels here. But nevertheless, the very powerful feature of Herd is that when I copy any folder like this one, and I will go to the Herd folder and just paste it here. So we have React Live Demo. When I go now to the web page, React Live Demo.test, and I need to execute it as a web page, so HTTP. Now you can see we are already streaming the application from this folder. Of course, it's not working because we haven't set it up yet, but let us do it right now. Let me pull up a new window from Visual Studio Code. I will now open React Live Demo, and let's set up our web page. Let's open up the terminal, and let's start with classic. Before we can execute artisan commands, first we need to install Composer. So Composer install. And now you can see the folder vendor was created. And inside the folder vendor, we have all third-party packages that were downloaded and attached to our project. After that, let's use npm install. So now you can see the node modules that are downloaded. There are no vulnerabilities, so that's okay. You don't need to fix them. Let's copy our env.example. So let's create our environmental configuration file. Now we have this .env file. As you can see here already, we can change from localhost to React Live Demo.test. And we don't have application key, so this will be another error if we'll execute the index file right now. So let's do it right now. PHP artisan key generate. And let's create it one more time. Okay. I had some unsaved changes to the file. That's why there was a conflict. Now it's all good. So we have in the app key, we have app URL already. So now, if we have already npm installed, we can build our source files for JS and CSS. So we can do it by npm run build command. And as you can see, also now our sources are building into some final files. Okay, we have it built in 3 seconds. That's very nice. And let's see the stage right now for our application. Let's reload it. Okay, very nice. We have Azure OpenAI, OpenAI API, and Claude Anthropic. And of course, right now it doesn't work. If I will put it here, a test, we don't get any response. The same for OpenAI API. We don't get any response. And that's because we don't have an API key. Of course, there might be some more descriptive error message here, but nevertheless, just for the demo's sake, I think it's enough just to put here an empty message. All right. But here in the env file, to the bottom, you can see 3 environments already pre-configured. And you just need to copy and paste the API key here and here. Or also here, but for Azure, it's not only API key, you also need the deployment ID and the resource name just to have it fully functioning. Okay, so just for the demo's sake, let's copy the Claude API. Okay, the key is copied. Let me reload the page. And now let's ask Claude, hi, how are you? Okay, hello, I'm doing great. Write long poem about a, I don't know, pony. Okay, and some poem is generated, and you can see it like word by word. And maybe one small comment here. As you can see, the generation is not very fast. And this is intentionally, I slow it down just to demonstrate how it works. Because, when the connection is good, sometimes the response is so fast that you cannot even see how those word by word are generated. That's why I intentionally slowed it down by 20 milliseconds. Each new response has this microslip of 20,000 microseconds. So as you can see here, 20,000 microseconds right now. It's the AI stream uslip micros. We can also slow it down a little bit less, like to 10,000 microseconds. And ask it one more time, please. Sorry, I haven't attached. One more time, please. And now you can see the message is generated a bit faster because the slip there is a bit smaller. This one is a bit longer. Thanks, Claude. And thank you as well for watching the video. I hope you can quite easily install it on your dev environment as well. Yeah, I welcome you to the channel. Once again, invite for the other videos, and yeah, see you around. Bye.